name is Caroline Panessa, and I am currently a senior playing in my final season of Division III hockey. I started playing hockey when I was 7 years old, but I've been playing sports competitively for as long as I can remember. As I began preparing for my final hockey season, I wasn't sure how to feel. My life as I knew it would be over in 4 short months. As I continued to confront my own emotions, I became increasingly haunted by this impending finality and looked to my peers in hopes of gaining further perspective.
What it means to me to be a Division III athlete is that I get to still play the game that I love while getting a great education, and that's pretty important to me. And I wouldn't trade that for anything else.
As far as what characterizes being a Division III athlete, it's playing for the love of the game, and because it's something that you want to do. You don't get the fancy equipment or recognition or, newspaper articles written about you that a lot of the Division I teams get.
A lot of people may not realize the commitment that goes into a D3 sport. In high school, a lot of times people play because they just have always played, or it's something social, or maybe their parents want them to, but I think the choice to play hockey in college is really deliberate, and that makes the whole team a lot more dedicated, and the commitment becomes a lot more intense.
I feel more collectively whole, just going through my college career, getting education, playing athletics, and combining the two into what has become the best 3 years and going on 4 that I've had.
On average day, would have about 4 hours of practice between getting to the locker room, working out, getting to the rink, and actually doing practice, and then video sessions and team meetings on top of that.
It's hard to balance, and there's been times where I have a homework assignment and it's starting to get around 10 o'clock and I have a game the next day, and I maybe don't do my reading, or I don't do as good of a job because I want to perform my best the next night. And
I find myself using every extra minute or 10 minutes that I can find, and just reading a quick extra few pages, and then a lot of my time after that is spent late nights and early mornings trying to finish everything.
It's tough. Definitely got to be on top of your game as far as time management goes, but it's pretty interesting. During the season, you kind of think, can't wait for the season to be over, I'm going to have so much time to do homework, and then as soon as you don't have that 5 or 6 hour a day commitment, all my motivation to do homework is gone. So I think
so in a couple months, I'll have likely played my last ever hockey game at a competitive level, and the thing I'll miss the most is probably just the camaraderie and the teammates.
The thing I'm going to miss the most when my career is over is probably being around the guys. There's nothing like being in the locker room with all your teammates and going through the ups and downs of the season.
I think that at this level, being a team, it means more than maybe like a high school team, or I don't think that you can get the kind of like family we have here outside of your college sport. I don't think I'm going to find it in the workplace. I don't think I'm going to find it on a retired women's hockey league. I think that the connections you make are different than the connections you make with the girls on your dorm and the people you meet in class. My freshman year, I spent a lot of time trying to prove to myself that I was good enough to be here and play at this level, and I got a lot of the older girls. Kind of makes me emotional. lot of the older girls like send me really long emails and like reached out to me to really like build my self-esteem. And I don't think in a lot of other areas of life that people take so much time to reach out to people.
A lot of people say that college is the best 4 years of your life because you're never going to be in, one geographic location with as many people that are your age and have similar interests. But that's especially true with athletes, I think, because everyone is so focused on the same goals, whether that's getting homework done or athletic goals, and then on top of that trying to have some fun too. So I think that's what I'll miss the most.
If I could go back to freshman year and give my freshman self, some piece of advice, it would probably be to kind of just give it all you got, because you only have 4 years left. It's going to be over faster than you think.
As cliche as it sounds, it really does go by so fast. And if I could go back to freshman year, I would in a heartbeat, just to relive these 4 years.
I don't know that I've had any players that have played for me that have been happy that it's been over, but there definitely is a difference as to how it's handled. And over the last 2 years, I've had a couple of players that the season's over and they can't let it go. They can't deal with the fact that they've played their last game.
I think it'll be really hard because hockey's been such a huge part of my life for so many years, and to kind of not necessarily close the chapter, but close part of the chapter, I guess, will be really difficult, I think. But I think as time goes on, I'll be okay, and I'll be able to move on and kind of accept that I had a great playing career and that I learned a lot from it, and it was a great experience.
I don't know if I can pinpoint one thing that I'm gonna miss the most. It's kind of like I have had this relationship for 17 years and I'm gonna be dumped in a couple months, and it's just gonna be an adjustment. Like, that's part of who I am, and not having the ability to ever compete at a high level with a team that is all here for the same reason will be probably what I miss the most.